is going on, guys? This is the SS Ultimate Goku back with another video. Do the Week 7 NFL Beast picks.
Chicken wings.
Dwayne, Rain 48. It's a good poll.
What?
I seen the spray going off.
Yeah. And there's chicken wings.
It's chicken wings.
Just like the last episode of Spread Those Wings featuring the SS Ultimate Goku. Did you get the tag on the page for that?
I mean, I seen it. I don't know.
Your page was tagged, so.
Yeah. I seen it when I don't know. I don't know how it messages it or if it comes up on the...
Probably the notifications. Alright, but football's back.
Yep.
I redeemed one win on you. But I still lost the week.
You still lost the week. Yep. One day.
No. Just getting too fucking cutesy.
Oh, yeah, well, you know. I mean, I only did 9 and 5, so, I mean, need 7 and 8. It was 15 games, so.
Thank you, Chicago.
Yeah, that was kind of a surprise, but nonetheless.
Talk about fucking surprises.
There was a lot of surprises.
Fuck the entire Buffalo Bills coaching staff. So fucking thankful we don't have to talk about a fucking Bills game in this episode.
I mean, that was a rough game.
They all need to get relieved of their duties.
I mean,
I've talked about it for how many weeks, coaching down to fucking opponents. And
they had chances to win that game. They had chances to come back in the game because the Falcons made a couple mistakes.
Well, I'm not saying it's Josh Allen. It's definitely not Josh Allen.
Yeah.
But it's a current situation where they're just going to waste Josh Allen's prime.
Yeah, well, I wanted to punt it, like, what was with 3 minutes left or something, like, they punted it, like, on 4th and 3.
With a terrible punter, yes. Yeah.
I mean, I would have gone for it right there. Because I didn't think they might get the ball back until, like, especially if they get the field goal. And it was a 10-point swing. Might have been different if they went for it there. They had gotten it.
Instead, Sean McDermott has rocks in his head. Joe Brady is just a waste. Bobby Babbage might be a human mannequin. He doesn't do fucking shit. On to Thursday night, because I can't talk about this team any longer.
Alright.
I'm only wearing this jersey because you make me.
Alright. Thursday night football. Pittsburgh Steelers at the Cincinnati Bengals.
The Steelers are a 5.5 point favorite.
And that's right. 4-1 Pittsburgh Steelers. Aaron Rodgers. You're probably picking the Bengals because... You just so anti-Aaron Rodgers this year.
I fucking hate Aaron Rodgers.
Aaron Rodgers is the man. Aaron Rodgers is looking good like always.
Aaron Rodgers stubs his toe every day when he gets out of bed. Every single day.
Mike Tomlin, he's going to coach him up. He called it out like it is. I like what he did. I like how he did that. He called him out for that. Because the Browns don't want to win. They don't care. They care about their $billion stadium that nobody wants because of their little taxpayer write-off. Pittsburgh Steelers at the Cincinnati Bengals. Pittsburgh Steelers. Joe Flacco did get better as the game went on against my Packers, but Pittsburgh Steelers have a better defense. Aaron Rodgers is playing good. He's only going to get better as the season goes along. Pittsburgh Steelers are going to win this game. I'm going to say it is... 27 to 14 Steelers, and they go 5-1. Top the division.
I don't care what the score is. Just give me 21-20 Steelers. I don't even want to fucking pick this game.
21-20, you said?
Yeah.
You're saying Steelers, though.
Unfortunately,
can't buy into Joe Flacco.
It's the lesser of two evils. The Hall of Famer, Joe Flacco, as you would call him, and there's just this.
He was on pace to until he got injured.
How about we just jailbreak fucking Emmitt Smith from the nursing home too, and give everybody a bunch of icy hot and call it the old fuck bowl? I mean, that's what it is.
To be fair, Joe Flacco did play good last week.
They're both ancient.
So, Tom Brady was ancient too, and he still played good in his later years. All right. So this is a London game, right? Oh yeah,
yes.
It is. Yep. 9:30 a.m. LA Rams at the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Rams are a 3.5 point favorite.
Yeah. This is in Wembley, right? think it's in Wembley, but could be in the other stadium.
It is in Wembley.
Yeah. With this game, I think the Rams are going to win. I think it can go either way, but I think the Rams will get it done here. I expect it to be a low-scoring game because all these London games usually are. But I'm going to give it to the Rams slightly. Jacksonville didn't look totally bad, but they didn't look that good last week. And the Rams played a weak Ravens team that is on IR basically right now. So not sure what to expect, but we're gonna say 13-12. Rams in a low-scoring, ugly turf game.
I'm going to go with the Jaguars. Every year the Jags seem to play on this field, so the players should have at least something of knowledge of what they're getting into. I hate to say it, but I would assume their amenities are better than most NFL teams. Shad Khan owns the soccer team there. So you'd have to think he probably has top-notch amenities for his team when he gets over there. And as much as, yes, they didn't look good in their loss last week, 20-20 or 20-12, the Ravens' defense is kind of a tire fire, and the Rams only scored 17, and they might not have Puka Nacua this week. Give me the Jags 19 to 13.
Oh yeah, getting these ugly scores in here.
I feel like that's every London game.
Exactly.
What was last week? 13 to 11.
13 to 11. The ugly, odd.
That might be a
London
scoregami game.
Scoregami. Alrighty. Now we go back to our regular scheduled programs. We have the Philadelphia Eagles at the Minnesota Vikings.
Apparently they're calling this a pick'em. Eagles are a 1.5-point favorite.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on with the Eagles lately. But then again, I don't think it's going to matter against the Vikings. I'm going to say the Eagles win. I'm going to say it's 20-10 Eagles.
At the risk of the fact that I don't want to pick Carson Wentz again, give me Philadelphia 17, Minnesota 13.
All right.
It's an ugly game. Saquon still isn't going to get moving.
All right.
Saquon is going to be this mid for the rest of the year. Book it.
All right.
I told you that at the draft.
You did?
The rumors about running backs who had 400 carries a year for the downfall, and he has not been the running back he was last year. And I don't think that's a coincidence.
All right. Next, we have the New England Patriots at the Tennessee Titans, who, by the way, have a new interim head coach in this game.
The Patriots are a 6.5-point favorite, and it should quite honestly be more.
Yeah.
Patriots have one of the best scoring defenses in the NFL. The Titans have the lights-out worst scoring defense in the league. Their offense is horrific. I'm going to say, I'm just going to be bold here, give me New England 38, Tennessee 3. I have zero faith in the Titans. Sorry, Beast, we're not tightening up. You can still find the hair at the bottom of the yogurt.
Yeah, I don't see the Titans winning. I am still curious of how good the Patriots are going to be this year, because
I had them in my predictions. I had them originally in my predictions coming second in the division, and it was within 2 games of Buffalo.
Yeah, and right
So-
now they're winning it. So
They have a tougher schedule coming up as well, though. But I'm not shitting on New England. I knew New England was going to be a problem sooner than the Dolphins would. It's about having a competent quarterback who doesn't do spin-roonies in the field when he gets hit in the head for the 17th time.
I do think the Patriots are going to win. I don't know if I'm going to say it as that much. I'm going to say it's 26-13. We'll do 26-13 Patriots. Next, we have the Carolina Panthers at the New York Jets.
Somehow the Panthers are only a 1.5-point favorite here.
I think it's the whole idea of the Panthers that just people think they're not that good of a team.
I mean, they beat the Cowboys.
Yeah, but are the Cowboys really that good?
There was
Cowboys are like on and off.
No, there was a stat I saw the other day that, like, Dak Prescott currently is breaking records for being as successful as he has been in the last 2 games. I think it was the last 4 games, only to have 1 victory out of it. I wouldn't say that's the offense that's not clicking. The defense is not clicking.
Yeah, and maybe you shouldn't have an owner who decides to trade your best player.
I mean, also
on defense.
Also,
stop, by the way.
I hate to be this guy, but I think one of the bigger issues is they shelled out how much money to Trayvon Diggs?
His salary?
Yeah, he's making like high teens as a cornerback. Brother, he had 8 interceptions or 12 interceptions a year because he was targeted a lot. He asked for man coverage, which he wasn't good in. Now they've put him in man coverage, and oh my God, another Diggs getting burnt. Trayvon was never very good. Trayvon was just sticky. He was in the area enough to pull down interceptions, but he was being targeted because he wasn't that good.
Yeah, well, that's what you get with the salary cap.
If you ever notice, your top corners in the league are the ones who don't have a lot of picks because they aren't being thrown at.
They're not being thrown at because they're the shutdown cover.
Patrick Surtain.
When Darrelle Revis was at his top, like
three picks maybe a year.
Because they don't throw it to
maybe
because they don't throw it to
exactly.
Exactly. You know, that's how it is. Shutdown quarterback or cornerback. Sorry. But yeah, in terms of this game, I mean, the Panthers, like, they're a shaky team. They're really rebuilding, but the Jets, they're just completely deflated as a football team. There's just nothing I can really say. I don't think Justin Fields is. I said this before. I don't think Justin Fields is a starting quarterback. And I think it was not right to give him the contract he got. There's a reason why Mike Tomlin benched him when Russell Wilson was available.
Is Russell Wilson that much better?
No, but he was the better option than Fields.
Listen,
that's why he did it.
Listen, and I hate to play Jets apologist here, but even last year in Pittsburgh, was his line very good? And his line's really not good with New York right now. He shows
the same thing for Aaron Rodgers when he was the Jet last year, and he still did better than Fields is doing right now. As bad as they were last year.
I'm telling you right now, I don't think the verdict is out on Fields. I don't think that was a bad contract. 2 years, $40 million. Considering how much some of these quarterbacks are making nowadays.
I'm not saying that all these other quarterbacks.
But I'm saying 2 years, $40 million. I've seen backups come close to that. I don't think that at all is Kirk Cousins is a fucking backup, and he's making more than that.
That's why no one will trade for him because he's got guaranteed money.
If you had concerns and your team was that bad,
if the Bengals could have taken that cap hit off, I guarantee they would have traded for him. But
they could have worked with it. Yes, you could have.
But they don't want to take on the salary. That's the problem.
Atlanta could.
Yeah, Atlanta, but the Bengals don't want it. They don't want that salary. That's why they didn't trade for him. That's why they got Joe Flacco instead.
I'm just saying, I don't think $20 million for a quarterback like Justin Fields is bad. I think he still has more to show. However, it's not been good. Your predictions, Frank?
I'm going with the Panthers. The Panthers, the other jungle team, to beat the Jets. I can't see the Jets winning. As much as Panthers are a shaky team, they are still, I think, more equipped than the Jets, who just have nothing going for them right now. Give me 27-6, Panthers. I'm
going to go with the ultimate poll here. We are 1 week away from the Jets breaking the undefeated streak. They will win next week. Mark my fucking words on that.
The undefeated streak of being winless?
Yeah.
Their franchise record is 0-6
at the moment.
Like, I don't know. Is that what you're saying?
No, I'm just saying they're 1 week away from breaking the streak and getting a win finally.
Oh.
That being said, I think Carolina throttles them. Carolina's becoming a team that is leaning heavily into their rushing attack, and it's working. They should be getting Chuba Hubbard back. They also may be getting Jalen Coker back for the first game this year. Give me Carolina 35. the Jets 13.
All right.
But we don't see Justin Fields get benched yet.
And they got a pretty good, solid guy in there, a backup as Tyrod Taylor.
We don't see him get benched yet.
All right. I still think he's the better option. But anyways, Miami Dolphins at the Cleveland Browns.
The Browns are a 2.5-point favorite.
All right. As bad as the Dolphins have played, the Cleveland Browns are abysmal. Okay, they are. Do you know that they're right now at like the lowest point per game in like right now?
Offensively, they're bad.
No, but I mean overall points that they
But
scored
offensively, they're bad.
Oh yeah, their defense is a lot better. But the problem is you need to score points to win games, and that mostly comes on the offense.
Cleveland's a 2.5-point favorite. If I didn't say that.
That's insane. But that's probably more into the reflection of how poorly the Dolphins have played. But the quarterback play, Dylan Gabriel looked horrible in that game. Like he was throwing hospital passes. He was throwing all over the place. He almost got into a fight with like one of the defenders. They showed that image. Like he didn't know what he was doing in that game. And if that's a reflection of what's going to happen here, as bad as the Dolphins are, I can't see them losing this game. If they lose this game, let's put it this way: the Dolphins lose this game, the head coach has to be fired the next day. Like, you fire him at the end of the game at that point, because you can't beat this incompetent team that doesn't care about winning. They only care about their taxpayer stadium deal. That's the only thing they give a dang about right now. If you can't beat this incompetent team, then just fire the entire coaching staff. Dolphins win. Give me 20-7 Dolphins.
No. Browns are winning this one.
Okay.
Tua has thrown 7 interceptions through 5 games.
If they win, then that coach needs a...
No, he's going to be fired by the next morning. But Tua has thrown 7 interceptions through 5 games. As much as Dylan Gabriel hasn't been great, he's been serviceable. Oh, and what's that? Through 2 games, his best targeting has been the tight end. Miami has been abysmal covering the tight end this year. That Cleveland defense is going to smother Tua, who has been horrible with decision-making.
That's the only thing they got going from is their front.
But they've been
defense.
bad with decision-making, and they've been one of the best teams in the league against running backs. If you can shut down and prevent Devon Chain from going, you're in the good spot. Give me Cleveland here, 27-14.
Do you think they fire him literally right after the game?
No, it'll be the next day. It'll be just like the Titans this week.
I would fire him right.
I'd tell him to find his way back from Cleveland. Get on a fucking bus and pedal your ass back, because it's not. You know what
happens.
I hope, because it's October, it's really fucking cold in Cleveland on Sunday, because Mike McDaniels wishes it was colder. Fuck that nerd. Dude, that dude definitely got swirlies and wedgies in high school.
Alright.
He looks like Nick Kroll, but acts like a fucking tool. I couldn't tell you the last NFL head coach I fucking hated more. That dude is a douchebag. Nope.
Bill O'Brien.
Nope. I would take 6 Bill O'Briens. I would take 6 Bill O'Briens over fucking Mike McDaniels.
Bill O'Brien was completely incompetent.
Mike McDaniels looks like he still wears a retainer at night.
Alright. New Orleans is at the Chicago Bears.
The Bears are a 4.5-point favorite, as they should be. The Saints really aren't good. The Bears had a nice comeback victory. I can't say that Caleb Williams is good, but Caleb Williams is clutch, if that makes any sense.
I wouldn't say he's clutch.
How many of these games has he won on a final drive?
Well, the last game.
And at least one of their other games. Wasn't it the...
But again, that's just... I mean, Commanders are still trying to
The
find
Raiders
themselves.
the week before was a final drive.
Raiders aren't that great, though.
Okay, but that's still a final drive, and they absolutely steamrolled Chicago or Dallas. I mean, they got steamrolled by Minnesota or by Detroit, and they were close with the Vikings. They easily could be 4-1 right now. I'm going to tell you right now. You hate to say it, given he was his first overall pick with all this hype. But he reminds me kind of another former first overall pick in terms of like he can make really nice plays, but then he has absolute lapses. That's Alex Smith. I never thought Alex Smith was this super fucking star. And if you're going to tell me he's Alex Smith and he has, what, a 12-year career, and he goes on to play some clutch games, I could see that.
The problem with Alex Smith is he never was truly developed because he kept changing offensive coordinators the first 4 years of his career.
Okay, we're 2 years in, and now Ben Johnson's supposed to be his savior. I don't think Ben Johnson's going to cut his offensive coordinator after year one, especially if the Bears are potentially a playoff team. And I say potentially because I don't think they have to make it for them to be happy. But if they came in at 8 and 9 and they were within striking distance of a wild card spot, that's a huge step forward from where they were last year. That being said, the Saints are horrific. And this win only helps Buffalo maybe be able to trade for a receiver for them because they're terrible. Give me Chicago 31, New Orleans 14.
I'm going to flip the script here, and I'm going to say the Saints get the upset. The Bears have been on and off. They won a game, but then they also have lost. They flip-flopped. I'm going to say the New Orleans Saints shock everybody, and I think it is going to be 23-20 Saints.
Okay.
All right, next we have the Las Vegas Raiders at the Kansas City Chiefs.
The perfect Kansas City Chiefs. You know, they were the first perfect NFL team since 1970-something.
Wait, what?
Yeah, there was the first perfect NFL game since, like, the 70s with no penalties called. Fucking bullshit. Just like Travis Kelce's catch was a completion. The Chiefs are 12.5-point favorite, and let's be fucking fair. Nothing else.
Did you see NFL memes on that, by the way?
Oh, with the Bills catching?
Bills catching the Chiefs.
I mean, tell me which one is and which one isn't. Let's be fair. We're back to the bandwagon of the referees. The refs are gonna fucking constantly beat off Patrick Mahomes on the sideline. Did you hear what Dan Campbell said?
About the apology for the guy who attacked the guy.
No,
at the game?
no. When they called back the receiving touchdown that Jared Goff had.
Oh, yeah, because he didn't put himself in motion.
The ref said New York called that in to cancel that. And then the refs went on file and said, no, New York didn't do that. So who the fuck's lying? The NFL is constantly fucking protecting Patrick Mahomes. And it's quite honestly sickening at this point.
Well, that's not Patrick Mahomes. That was on the defense.
But you can't let Patrick go to fucking what? It would have been 2-5 or 2-4 at that point.
Well, that's if they would have held up and won.
But that's the thing, is the league just goes and gives these calls to KC for nothing. You know they're going to win. They can't fucking possibly lose to the Raiders. The refs won't let it happen. So, I mean, give me 20-13 Chiefs, because they're not a good team. But you know some fuckery will happen.
It is a division game, but I don't see the Raiders winning. I do think it'll be a close game. I'm gonna say 21 to 10. Chiefs.
Yeah, I mean, even more into that, Jacoby Meyer and Brock Bowers did not practice today and are not on pace to start.
All right, so that's the last 1 o'clock game. The first 4:05 game, we have the Indianapolis Colts against the LA Chargers.
The Chargers are a 1.5-point favorite.
You on the Indiana Jones?
I just, the Chargers have been beat up, banged up, fucked up. They barely survived the Dolphins last week. I thought, if anything, they were primed for the picking with Arizona, who did almost pull off the upset.
Yep.
I don't think this is an upset here. This, I guess, would be an upset, because I think the Colts win this one. The Chargers' defense has been okay, but the offense is just ripped up. Give me the Colts 28, the Chargers 17.
So I'm going to do something different here. I am going to actually go the other way here. I like what the Colts are doing, but historically speaking, the Chargers have always given the Colts a run for their money, even in the Peyton years. And
that was Phil Rivers.
Doesn't matter.
That was Phil 12 Kids Rivers.
Doesn't matter. The Chargers have always. When the Colts play the Chargers, they've always played poor for some reason. It's always like a curse for some reason. And the Chargers obviously do need a win to kind of get themselves back into place here. So I'm going to say 23-20 Chargers in the win. And I guess this is not considered an upset, but according to Vegas at least. But I would say it was an upset because I'm still surprised why the Colts aren't the favorites.
I couldn't agree more.
But, yeah, Twilight Zone at its finest. Next 4:05 game, the last one, we have the New Jersey Giants at the Denver Broncos.
Broncos are a 7.5-point favorite. Thanks, Drew. I was prepared for it to go under the sheet, not with a little delivery person. All right, perks of small children. They bring you your beers.
Okay, so Broncos 7 points. Look, I just the Broncos have been kind of, really haven't been tested, and the last couple of weeks we've seen the Giants somehow turn it up. I think this is gonna be an interesting game. A lot better than I think a lot of people are thinking going into this. I think the Giants are actually gonna win this game. Because a lot of people are I don't know what's going on, but the Giants are somehow they're clicking somehow. For what it's worth, I'm gonna say 27-20 Giants with the win.
No.
No. You got.
I'm gonna give the Jets their
Giants.
No, I'm gonna give the Jets their flowers for last week. It was a London game. We know that overseas travel is tough. You got to get used to time zones.
They almost lost that game.
And it's two very good on-paper defenses. I'm still going to call the Jets a good defense because they are. What was 2 weeks ago for the Broncos? The Broncos barely beat the Eagles, and that was an upset in most people's eyes. And the week before that, we had Broncos absolutely throttled the Bengals.
No, that's not surprising.
I'm going to say the Broncos' woes last week were more travel-related against a very good defense. And I'm not taking away from what the Giants have done the last 2 games. No, Scattaboo. Cam Scattaboo. That man is...
Power back right
nah, he's something. I don't think it's power back. I think it's CT.
Oh, that's a power back.
It's CT.
No, that's a power back. He'd be a fullback 20 years ago.
Do I think that they're going to beat the spread? No. But I definitely think that Denver's defense is able to hold out and beat Big Blue. The Orange Crush beats Big Blue. Hopefully I go 5 points up on Frank this week because we have 5 different picks here.
Yeah, we usually pick the same.
Give me the Broncos 24, the Giants 20. They're within that 7.5, but I can't see them dropping it to the Giants no matter how hot they got there.
All right. First 4:25 game of the week. My Green Bay Packers at the Arizona Cardinals.
The Packers are a 6.5-point favorite.
I'm very concerned by that.
Why?
Because
you know why?
I'm worried about.
You know why they're
because we're not doing enough.
No, you know why they're 6.5-point favorite? You're most likely facing Jacoby Brissett again.
Oh.
They said that it's last I saw on Kyler is it's a Liz Frank injury that could linger. And especially even if he does play, Liz Frank means he's not running. So you're taking one of the 2 dimensions off that quarterback away. He's not winning the ball or winning the game cerebral. He opens up the field by running. I don't have a way that I can pick Arizona here. They played well enough last week with Jacoby Brissett. I can't see them doing that against the Packers. And if I'm not mistaken, Frank, give your score, because I'm going to look up a stat here.
Well, for me, even with Arizona being nicked up, I am still extremely worried, especially since we were not that far behind. We allowed the Bengals to be in that game in the second half. If you watch my Beaks Packers recap show, I was very, very concerned, especially looking ahead to the schedule. And we cannot take this lightly, no matter what's going on. Jordan Love, man, you got to get it in there. You got to get it in there.
Yeah.
They got to put this. They got to put the game away. None of this keeping these teams in. We got to dominate. I'm picking my Packers. 26-10. Packers. Go, Pack, go. Keep it going, guys.
So I'm a little bit
Dominate.
nervous here. Unless they flip.
Parsons got to get 2 sacks on this.
Unless he still doesn't have one of the year, does he?
Yeah, he does. Dak Prescott, the saving sack that prevented the touchdown in overtime.
Listen.
That was counted as a sack.
Listen.
They all disagree with it, but the NFL counted it as a sack.
Listen. My big to-do here is going to be the fact that I'm a little nervous now. I thought Romeo Doubs was the right receiver, and he primarily lines up as a left receiver.
I still don't know if Christian Watson's playing either.
Okay, Watson's not going in over Doubs, and if he does, Doubs has every right to be. If Doubs gets benched, I want the Packers to trade Doubs to Buffalo.
We cannot trade. We need to re-sign Doubs.
Okay,
he's got to be the go-to receiver.
But if you're gonna fucking bench him for Christian Watson,
who would Watson be? He'd be our 4th, wouldn't he?
if anything, if we're being totally fair, they turned Matthew Golden to the straight-up slot receiver.
Because they also have Reed, who's injured right now.
He's gone for quite some time, but he's normally their slot receiver. Jaden Reed is normally their slot.
Yeah, he is.
But in that scenario, I guess you maybe switch Doubs to right receiver, Golden to slot, and Watson into left. Let Christian Watson get his feet back underneath him. If you give me Doubs on the right, Arizona has allowed over the last couple weeks to the right 117, 79, 131, and 48 yards each of the 4 games. They are not covering well there. If you're going to put Doubs here, who's been red hot, we're definitely rolling the Packers. If it's not, I'm still going to take the Packers, but like a little bit more concerning. Although Arizona,
so you would have to take Wicks out and have
Watson replace Wicks. I don't think Wicks is that good.
Yeah.
No,
I don't know
Watson would go to the right receiver, and you'd put Golden in the slot.
Oh yeah, because he's still new. He's a rookie, but I don't know what you can do with Jaden Reed when he comes back. Like, because
I don't think Christian Watson's that good. I think Christian Watson should be your 4. Quite honestly,
one of them's going to be gone. But
Christian
you cannot
Watson,
get rid of Romeo Doubs.
Christian Watson reminds me of Gabe Davis. He's a good field stretcher, but he shouldn't be a starting receiver. He's a perfect number 4 receiver. You bring him in a 4 set, you let because then your off number comes up. Then he's getting the 4th corner. And then you have the chance that when he is on the field, when he is on the field, you have a chance to pick up 40 at any time. But he doesn't need to be the starter. I'm still going with Green Bay here. Give me 31-20. 31-21.
All right. We got Washington Commanders at the Dallas Cowboys, 425.
The Commanders are only a 1.5 point favorite.
You know, it's a division game. Cowboys on and off every week. Commanders on and off actually every week.
Yeah, but
as well.
the Commanders are on and off at the moment because they haven't had their starting receivers in 3 weeks.
Yeah, but
Terry McLaurin's missed what, 2?
2
Noah
weeks.
Brown missed 3 and just got put on the IR, which means he will miss a total of 7.
Yeah, but it's a division game. Anything can go. But I am going to take the safer pick here, and I'm going to say
The Cowboys.
No, the Commanders.
Okay, good.
No, of course not the Cowboys. That would be the safer pick. What is this, 1995?
Well, I mean, it is a home game.
What is this, 1995? They're not good at home.
I've always been told...
They've never beaten us at their own home stadium.
I've always been told Vegas's bets are you play the home team. And that's how I've almost won a couple college games lately.
Nah, not with the Cowboys. Cowboys is not a home field advantage for them. They still not beaten us in their own home stadium since they built it. So, I'm going with the Commanders. Give me 21-13 Cowboys or Commanders.
I'm going with the Commanders. Give me 31-10 I think as long as Scary Terry's back, quite honestly, the last game Scary Terry played, who was their quarterback? Marcus Mariota.
Marcus Mariota.
Because they didn't have Jaden Daniels for 2 games.
Yep.
So that's why they've been on and off. They haven't been full health. And accidentally, they found that they have a gem. It's Little McCaffrey. Luke McCaffrey has 3 touchdowns in the last 4 games.
Yep.
So I'm going that Washington's going to beat up on them.
All right. Sunday Night Football, Atlanta Falcons at the San Francisco 49ers.
Niners are a 2.5-point favorite.
Do we have Brock Purdy back, please?
No idea.
Oh, jeez. They haven't announced it yet?
There was rumors he could go on the IR. He also has a rumored Liz Frank.
Jones also, I heard, got nicked up too.
Jones was injured going into that game.
Yeah.
Jones was already playing with a banged up knee, which limited his mobility.
What do you want?
So, like, we still don't know.
Hey, maybe they should get an offensive line.
Yeah, it's a good concept. All right, but anyways, I just 49ers, like, every week, we have this unknown aspect of what they're going to be like. Tampa Bay really kind of routed on them. Falcons, I don't think are as good as the record indicates. I'm gonna go on a flyer. I'm gonna say the 49ers win. Give me 17-14, low game. 49ers.
Yeah, look up something here.
No matter who the quarterback is. By the way. I know you probably will pick up Mac Jones.
No, I'm not taking either direction here. It's going to come down to the positional picks. And as much as the Niners should in all reality be getting back George Kittle this week, it's the same as last week when the Bills lost Dalton Kincaid. The Falcons are actually one of the top 3 teams in the league in terms of coverage of tight end. So even if Kittle's back, I don't think Kittle's going to be like a masterpiece. I would love to say that the game's going to come down to Christian McCaffrey, but they also don't allow a lot of receiving to their running backs. I'm going to say the game breaker of this is going to be Bijan Robinson. The Atlanta Falcons running game is exactly what broke the Bills. I'm going to say they do this as well because the Falcons have been a little, the 49ers have been a little lackluster running back. Give me Atlanta 24. Atlanta 24, San Fran 17.
Okay. So you got the Falcons, huh?
I'm taking the Falcons.
Okay.
That one probably will bite me in the ass, but I'm trying to go off of the defense, and Atlanta's defense has been stout.
Next 7 o'clock Monday Night Football game, we have the Tampa Bay Buccaneers at the Detroit Lions.
For the fact that I saw Bleacher Report earlier, power rankings that the Bucs are the number 1 team in the league.
Yep.
The Lions are a 5.5-point favorite.
They are. The Detroit Lions are the Lions. The Buccaneers have been kind of interesting. I'm really liking what Baker's been doing.
Don't forget, though, the Bucs may not have any of their 3 starting receivers.
That is true.
Emeka Egbuka left with an injury last week. Chris Godwin has not been healthy all fucking year. And Mike Evans is coming off the tails of an injury, which even if he does play, he might not be 100%. And they're just getting Bucky Irving back.
With all that being said, this is going to be a make or break, really, I think, for Baker.
Wouldn't that be a Baker break?
It is a Baker break. He's in
No, I said Baker break, not make or break. Get it?
It's a make or break.
His name is Baker?
Yeah. But
Boom.
he is early on the favorite to be league MVP right now.
He is.
And this really would be more of a staple game for him if he is able to knock off the Lions, and especially with being thin at receiver as well in this game. And it just feels like the Bucs, they've been competitive, and even in the game they lost to the Eagles, they've been competitive. I'm going to say the Bucs get it done. I'm going to say 31-27 Buccaneers.
I'm going the other route. Give me Detroit. I think they're going to be hungry and pissed about the fiasco with the refs last week. How many calls got overturned or questionable? And you know that they're not going to do anything like that this game. Detroit doesn't have targets on their head like the Bills do. Give me Detroit. Detroit 35, Tampa 28.
All right. 10 o'clock Monday Night Football game.
Ugh.
Final game. Houston Texans at the Seattle Seahawks.
Seahawks are a 3.5-point favorite.
Yep. Safe pick right here. Seattle Seahawks get it done. Texans, again, we've talked about it for a while. They have been kind of deflated. I mean, they beat the Ravens, but really, the Ravens have been on IR for the past couple of weeks. Yeah, give me Seattle. 23-13 Seahawks.
Seattle's hands down the more complete of the two teams here. Playing at home with the 12th man. The 12th man is a tough environment to go into. Stroud has completed 102 passes for 1,076 yards, 8 touchdowns, 3 picks. Darnold is at 114, so he's only completed 12 more passes for 500 more yards on the year. That Seattle team is looking good. They found themselves a mid-round gem at tight end that looks like an A.J. Barner. Their defenses look good despite the fact that they're moving on from Pro Bowlers damn near. I'm going to say Seattle absolutely routes them. Give me 38 to 10.
Okay. And that is the and also Bills are on a bye.
Bills and the Ravens.
The Buffalo Bills and the Baltimore Ravens are the two teams on a bye week.
But I think the Ravens have been on a bye since week 1.
Yeah, the Bills kind of killed their momentum after that. All right, so that is all the games for Week 7. Make sure to look out for my Packers Beast recap episode after the Packers-Cardinals game, where I break down that entire game. Hopefully it is positive. Responses?
Yeah, Nicky, 2 scoops. I think he's closing soon. He was doing a special the other night, a flash sale. I don't even think Heather saw this. If you went and made a purchase, the first 10 people to make a purchase got a free pint of peanut butter cup ice cream.
And you didn't tell
Okay.
me
Because when I saw it, it was 45 minutes after he announced it, and he had already been open for 30 minutes. He announced it 15 minutes before opening, and by the time I would have gotten there, I'm positive I would not have been the 10th customer. I would have already been screwed. Shout out to Jeanette at the beauty parlor. She's going to cut my hair real soon, because it's fucking long right now, because I need to finish this movie. Shout out to the Lady of Castle de la Morte. Speaking of the movie, we finished filming at the end of this month, going into post-production, and that will be out March of 2026. Shout out Kyle at Chicken Dippin'. Hit him up, use code 716 for 15% off your order, and your car insurance, I guess, if you call Geico too.
50%.
But that'll do it.
Yep. Comment, rate, like. If you're listening on Spotify, follow.
Until next time, you keep on spreading those wings. We're going to spread your legs. Oh, different show.
Yeah, that's
okay.
different show. I'm the S. Ultimate Go. He's the rating for you. We're out of here. Peace. See you next week.